I want you to stay with me because we also have the privilege this morning to be joined by General VP Malik, former Chief of the Army Staff. I'm going to take him on our screen right now. General Malik, a very good morning to you. Thank you for your time. Jai Hind, greetings on India's 77th Republic Day. Your thoughts, your sentiments on this beautiful morning, sir?
Jai Hind, Shiv, and Jai Hind to everybody. It's a pleasure to be on your panel today. It's a special day, indeed. And I have very fond memories of this particular day because I attended the very first Republic Day parade when I was 10 years old.
Wow.
And we had just moved to Delhi, and I remember that. And then after another 9 years, and I was a cadet, senior cadet in the IMA, I led the contingent. That was the first time and the only time an IMA contingent took part in the Republic Day parade.
Amazing.
And I was an under officer at that time. So I have lots of memories, very fond memories of Republic Day, not only participating, but also subsequently as a senior officer and as Army Chief, having attended that, sitting behind the President, the Prime Minister, like that. I think Republic Day reminds all of us about the Constitution that came into being on that particular day and the commitment to our Constitution and the Constitution that authorizes us, that gives us various rights and privileges, sovereignty of people, for example, unity in diversity, equality, and justice that is enshrined in our Constitution. It also gives us a lot of national pride and responsibility also. You know, that commitment to, as a soldier particularly, you feel that commitment to our Constitution, to our country, of the kind of people that we have. So there is a great significance for the Republic Day for the armed forces in particular. And I'm sure the armed forces, Army, Navy, and Air Force, wherever they may be, even on the border, LAC, LOC, they would be celebrating it and they would be talking to each other. Generally, we have a custom of on this particular day, either the JCOs go to the officers' mess or the officers go to the JCOs' mess. And then they talk about not only India, the progress that India has made, but also the progress that Indian military has made over the years.
What does Republic Day mean to the armed forces themselves, sir? You know, because on a day like this, citizens converge to watch this incredible moment of tribute to our armed forces. The Prime Minister goes to the National War Memorial. We see all the weapons displays. We see the incredible march past, the fly past. But to the armed forces, an overwhelming majority of which are still deployed, still on duty. They don't have the luxury of being in Delhi for that. Very small number actually get to be there for the Republic Day, which is a privilege in itself. What does Republic Day mean, sir?
See, Republic Day, as I said, there is a great pride in this. First, of course, is the great pride, I would say. And particularly you feel it as a soldier because the soldiers are always a part of Republic Day parade and whatever functions that take place, wherever they take place. And it is a commitment to the country that, look, we have certain privileges as a sovereign nation, and as a military, we have a certain commitment to ensure that our borders are safe and our internal security, external security is ensured at all times. So this is both a matter of pride as well as commitment, I would say, for the armed forces.
General Malik, you were a war-fighting general. You know, you led the Indian Army at a time of war, of external aggression. So you know what it's like for a country literally to be at war. This Republic Day comes after Operation Sindoor, far briefer than Kargil, but nevertheless a high-intensity exchange between India and Pakistan. Tell us about the significance of a Republic Day that comes in the wake of something like Operation Sindoor, because like we've been saying, there are so many Operation Sindoor elements that will be reflecting in the ceremony and the parade we see today.
Shiv, firstly, let me give you the difference between Op Vijay, where I participated, and Op Sindoor, which took place last year. I always tell people that the victory in Operation Vijay was primarily due to our human resource. The kind of josh, the kind of commitment that our people showed during that battle, that is what won us the victory during that operation. Operation Sindoor is now a completely different level. It's highly technical, and a lot of our sophisticated equipment, which we have inducted in the recent years, that was the major reason why we were able to carry out the kind of strikes that we did in Pakistan and show them our might and show them our integrated might, I would say, during this period. So that is major difference. Mind you, in Op Sindoor, we did not get many casualties thanks to our sophisticated weaponry that we have now acquired over the years. So there's a major difference in the last 25 years between Operation Vijay and Operation Sindoor. And obviously, when you have a Republic Day coming soon after such an achievement like Operation Sindoor, first time you are now parading your equipment, your manpower on the Republic Day parade and showing it to the whole world, there is a greater sense of pride and there is a greater sense of josh. It gives you a greater josh also, and of course a pride in having done something for the country and for the people.
A very important part of the Republic Day ceremonials, General Malik, are the gallantry awards, the decorations, the honors, the recognitions, for conspicuous bravery of our armed forces. Whether it is the Ashok Chakra, whether it is the Kirti Chakra, whether it is the Shaurya Chakra, the Distinguished Service recognitions as well. I want you to tell us as a general how important those are, because in my view, as someone who has looked very closely at heroes and their families, each one of those medals tells an incredible story by itself. But it is so unfortunate that in our country, we seldom hear the full story about the reality behind those acts of incredible gallantry, sir.
I totally agree with you, Shiv. There are a few awards which are announced every Republic Day or even on Independence Day, 15th of August. But those rewards, people should realize that they are something which exceptional that has been done by the soldiers, whether it is devotion to duty or gallantry shown in front of the enemy while combating the enemy, and sometimes during peacetime also the kind of work that you do. Like this time, Ashok Chakra has been given to somebody who went through several years of rigors and managed to reach the space and stay in space for such a long time. One is so proud of it. People have to imagine the kind of rigors that he went through, preparing himself for the journey to the space and stay there for so many times, carry out the experiment that Indian scientists wanted him to do that. So similarly, these gallantry awards, somebody may be just a Veer Chakra or I would say just maybe a Veer Chakra winner or even a Sena Medal gallantry winner. The kind of activity, the operational activity that person has gone through, that not many people realize it. You know, you just see the name and you say Sarah Medal Gallantry, but
Yeah.
what action he did or she did these days. I mean, these are really something to be remembered, and I always feel that there is inadequate description of these
Yeah.
things in our textbooks, particularly for the children. And you know, if you want to inspire children to join the armed forces, we need to have greater mention of these awards and the award winners and the kind of work that they have done, the kind of achievement that they have done, and that should be included in our textbooks for the children, particularly. That would be inspiring for everybody.
Very, very true. General Malik, always a pleasure to have you. Thank you for your time as we build up to the Republic Day ceremony and parade. Always a pleasure listening to your wisdom, your words, your thoughts, your reflections on a truly important day for all Indians.